So extension everyone for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Warren Bennett. We've got Trev actually sunning himself now because the sun's just come out, so it's been a cloudy morning, so good timing. So this is all about extension, and extension isn't always in the follow through, although the majority of problems happen in the follow through. Extension is all about getting your arms in a place where you're slingshotting your arms and club down the line. A lot of people who have a lot of trouble trying to lift, so if you're a beginner or someone a high handicapper, they generally seem to see a lot of people pulling back up out of it. Don't know if it's to lift trying to lift the ball up in the air. I'd say some of the students, some of the clients I see, it's a result of path being on the outside and across. So to get this club back to the ball from here, you have to sit back and cut across it, and that produces that chicken wing. But it's like I've said on previous videos, it's like a chicken and egg thing as well. If you change the effect, maybe the cause can change as well. So remember, I'm here to kind of throw different feelings at you guys. I'm here to give you a comprehensive overview of the golf swing. Not everything will be to everyone's liking and everyone's taste and everyone's golf swing. But I'd say extension is one of those things that you see a lot of pros in this position halfway through. So it's like their head stays down, they're kicked in through on their legs and the right knee, obviously for right-handers, and their arms are slingshotted down the line. And then obviously from there it gets folded up to the finish. So let me show you a few. So those ones I did at the very start, sorry, I've got my mic in a bit of a weird position. I've only got a t-shirt on today. I'm very hopeful it's going to be a bit warm. So a lot of people, like I said, I saw at the start, like pulling back up out of it, weight back. Obviously it's caused potentially by being on the outside. But if you can try and get yourself in this position on the follow through, hopefully your body will be clever enough to kind of sort a majority of this downswing out, because it's not going to want to do that if it wants to get in this follow through position. So let me show you a few. So always start slow, always start small. So a little halfway back to halfway through. So obviously for right-handers, so I'm going to think extension is left arm straight, right arm straight. You can kick a little bit of release in there as well with your hand and your right knee. Show you that again. So it's left arm straight, right arm straight. Not doing anything with my head, as you can see. Head stays nice and still. So that's the internals. Let's pick these up. Some of my clients that I give this to, the first thing they do is it becomes quite wooden, and from this position here, from this backswing position, what they tend to do is kind of go with it, because I'm telling them to kind of really feel like, from the front camera, really feel that this club's getting pushed out towards the net there as far away as they can, getting their arms away from their body instead of cutting across them and keeping their arms too tight. But the first thing they do is, because they want to try and do it as much as they can, they kind of go with it with their head, and that can produce more problems. So then after a period of time they become more steep into the ball, they chop down even more. We're not looking for that, remember, we're looking for a nice sweep of this club into the back of the ball instead of on top of the North Pole. So let me walk you through a few again. So head still, a little twist, but you're keeping your left arm nice and locked. There's no breaking down and narrowness. Keeping it nice and locked, so what's now producing length of this club head is a little bit of wrist hinge. Only a little bit, but you can see there's a 90-degree angle now. Then from here, you're really extending these arms through. So what that's going to give you, pre-impact, because your arms, and you're trying to feel this stretched position, your arms from here, especially your right arm, you will need to keep your left straight, and your right arm will start releasing straight into the back of the ball. There's no collapsing at all of both arms. That's a big public enemy number one for any distance loss, accuracy, stopping a slice, all those nasties. So you're really throwing and slingshotting your arms down the line. So obviously that's slow-mo, doing that nice and slow so I can feel the movement whilst in motion. And that's really important, folks. So a little twist, keeping the left arm straight, right arm straight. So you can see on the follow through, there's a little bit of folding here. And the right arm is now right hand starting to move over the left. You can see my left hand is now under my right. I'm not holding on to it. See, a lot of people, obviously slices of the ball, they have to hold on to the club head, keep it open, and the result of that is their right hand stays under their left. It's a massive no-no. So if you're struggling with any speed and distance loss, just try this, because the secret is to build this speed up. So remember, you're just flinging and straightening your arms, but keeping your head straight, folks, remember. Keep your head nice and straight. Watch this, I'll slow-mo this swing down. My head hardly moves. Well, it didn't hit that one great, but you can see I'm moving a little bit of weight onto my forward leg, off my right. Like I said on previous videos, this microphone. Like I said on previous videos, you don't have to twist if you can't physically. You can just kick in your right knee like Elvis. Did a video on that, I'll put it on the description below. Left arm straight, right arm straight. I'm really trying to push my hands as far away from my body as possible. Remember everyone, the secret is to keep your arms nice and loose. Yes, I'm throwing them and extending them down the line, but I'm keeping them nice and light. There's no stiffness to the motion. You can see the difference there. Kind of doing too much of my body, just allowing my arms. So I'm allowing my arms to straighten, and on the follow through, as far away from my body as possible. Then obviously on the follow through, there's an extension and a bend up. So blending that motion up, speed it up a little bit, don't lengthen the backswing. Remember, the length of backswing comes by wrists, so you're locked out with this left arm. Obviously my right is slightly bent, and from here there's a drop down, getting this right arm straight, really pushing it down the line, keeping your head back, right knee in, and then fold. Speed that up, short, extend, and then through. Just like a 2 motion swing on the follow through. There's a extension, trying to hit the net, and then there's a bend. So I'm trying to hit the net with my club head, but I'm not doing it with my head. I'm not cheating. There's obviously a range of motion. I can't actually get it further away from that because I'm keeping my head back and throwing my arms down the line. So you can do this exercise, and you can see what I'm doing. My right knee is coming through at the same time. Extend, everyone. Extend, because if you're into this position, you can see from the behind view with my club looking down the line, a little bit out to the right, your body's not going to go over the top. Your instinct's not going to go that way. If I told you to swing the club and miss this net to the left, obviously you're going to start going like that over a period of time. John Jacobs, what a beautiful teacher. Very simple. Shake hands with a target. You might have heard me say that before. Shake hands with a target. Here's the target. I want you to shake hands with it. Then on the follow through, obviously there's a bend and fold. Beautiful. Side arm throw. I'd be throwing this arm. Hogan said it 70 years ago in his book. It's like a side arm throw in baseball. It's not a lift up and throw his ball over my left shoulder. And this is with every club, by the way. Every club full out. And then the secret to that now is to speed that up. If you're nice and slow, even without a ball, you don't even need to swing a golf club. You don't even need to swing it in full length. Grip down to the metal and just feel this little motion halfway back, halfway through. Start small, everyone, and work your way up. Remember, building blocks, this internal hip height to hip height is internal building blocks to your golf swing. And we have to work on these little feelings and drills, because when you're in full motion on the first tee and on the, well, actually anywhere, hitting a full shot, but especially on the golf course, we all know it's a blink and you miss it. So doing all these internal workings will help you change your golf swing without you knowing about it, and that's the key. I want you to stand on that first tee and be out on the golf course with less thought. But to do that, put a little bit of work in every day, especially during the winter here in the UK, but anywhere. You can do it anywhere at home. Just head still, remember, kick your right knee and throw your arms down the line. Slingshot, everyone. that creates natural power and natural speed. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate everyone's support of the channel recently. Really enjoying doing these videos. Anything you want me to do, please comment below. And for myself and Trev, who's been a bit quiet today, bless him, we'll see you on the next one. Have a great golfing week, everyone. Stay healthy on and off the course, and I'll see you then. Cheerio.